Guys, the word of the Lord today is that it's not your fault. It is not your fault. There are a lot of you that's walking in guilt, condemnation based on a situation that has happened and the tables were turned on you. You were made to feel that it was your fault. Now remember, this word is not for everybody. But this word is for those of you that whether you were in a relationship, an intimate relationship, a marriage, a ministry, your job, and you were completely committed, dedicated, doing right, and they did something manipulative. A situation was set up and they turned it all around. And I even see where people went and told other people things about you. And other people turned on you. People that you trusted. Even some of you people in your own home turned on you and just believed this thing and turned it all around. And even though you know what happened, even though you know the truth, somehow, as you're exposed and as the majority is against you, was against you, you began to believe the lies that maybe I did do something to deserve this. Maybe it was my fault. Maybe if I had done this way, or maybe if I had done that way, this would not have happened. And maybe it is my fault. But God is telling me to tell you today, whoever you are under the sound of my voice, that you have been under the yoke of bondage and lies and deceit that has come from Satan himself. You did nothing wrong, is what the Lord is saying. God says, I have been a witness to everything that you have gone through. It is not your fault. You went in with a pure heart. You did things from the pureness of your heart. You did things truly because you were committed. You did things from a place of absolute sincerity. And they did you wrong and turned it all around on you because they know that your heart is of such that you would even consider that it might be you. And God is saying, rise up out of that. It is not your fault. It is not your fault. Get out of that bed of shame. Get out of that bed of depression. Get out of that bed of self-loathing. Get out of that bed of self-loathing and feeling down and feeling worthless. Rise up and walk is the word of the Lord. You have been poisoned spiritually because you opened your heart, but you didn't guard it. You opened your heart, but you didn't use wisdom. You opened your heart, but you didn't use discretion. And why would you have thought that you need to do that with those that were your brethren, the person you trusted the most, with your own flesh and blood? People you have helped. People you have helped. I see some of you letting people use your vehicle, driving your car, and they bring it back with no gas. They bring it back. They did something to it. Someone got into an accident with some of y'all's vehicles and they didn't want to fix it. You shouldn't have given it to me. Is a mindset. You went into a ministry with all sincerity and you were used and you were abused and you gave of your resources and something happened and they turned it around on you. Some of you are still sitting in these ministries, allowing yourself to be punished, allowing yourself to be put in these subservient positions, and you're trying to get in right standing. It's almost like they have you on this program, like you're in this trial period. God is saying, get out from among them. God is saying, it is not my will And it is not my way to put people on trial periods. You're either forgiven or you're not forgiven. God is saying, as long as you remain around these people, you are going to find yourself becoming low in your spirit, and you're going to start to become like them to others who are pure in heart towards you. God is saying it is not your fault. It is not your fault. It is not your fault. Some of you are in situations where maybe right now you live with these people and you can't get out of that right now. But God says, those that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. God says, I'm with you. I'm with you. Where you are right now, you will not always be there. But what you do during this time is what matters. God is saying, continue to delve into me, continue to seek my face, continue to read my word. Know that those of you that are in places where you feel like it's a prison, you feel like you're in a prison in your own home, God is saying, I am there with you. I see everything. Be sure that you do not conform and become like them. Be sure that you do not allow yourself to become toxic and angry and spiteful like them. But God is saying there is going to come a time that I'm going to open doors for you where you will no longer be there. But in all things, even after you leave, they will say, surely this was the child of God. Surely this was a daughter of God. Surely this was the son of God. Why? Because in everything you continued to carry yourself in my spirit and in my ways and in my character. God is saying from now on, those of you that are in places where you can't get away, maybe you live there, God says, with every reply, give the word of the Lord. Just like when the devil tried to tempt Jesus in the wilderness, with everything, it was the word of God says, the word of God says, thus saith the Lord, the word says. God is saying your time of redemption is near. But the bottom line in this prophetic word today is this. It is not your fault. It is not your fault. Rise up. Rise up. Your time is now. It is not your fault. Do not believe the lies of Satan. And everything that has been done to you, God says, be patient. I will vindicate you. I will make all the wrongs right. This is the word of the Lord today. I pray that it will bring wholeness. It will bring comfort to those of you it's for.